415 Stories is brought to you by Mobile Action. Make your app business a success with world-class data. Sign up on mobileaction.co and apply the promo code 415 to get 15% off for any plan. Hello everyone, welcome to this amazing episode of 415 Stories. I'm your host Taha. Today I'm with Emre Fadillioglu, who is the CEO and co-founder of Samurai. And his company just raised their Series A round from 212 Collective Spark and 500 startups. Hey Emre, welcome to Pod.
Thank you, it's a pleasure to be here.
Sure, welcome. So first of all, congrats. It's a great round.
Thank you.
And let's take it from the beginning and hear your story. Who is Emre?
Okay, I'm 37. I have two kids. Let me start with the family part. So, because it's hard to manage both work and life balance, so it's important to mention, I guess. I have business degree from Turkey. I mostly lived in Ankara. Before my entrepreneurship adventure, I worked for PwC, Çukurova Holding, Sabancı Holding, and Oracle finally. Then we founded Samurai with my co-founders, Şeymus, Selin, Soner and Mehmet. So now we are, I guess it's good to raise Series A, of course, but I feel that we are just at the beginning of the story.
Great. So what's Samurai and how's business going right now?
Okay, our mission is to actually build the best tech for ever-changing marketing industry. It didn't start like that, of course. During the way we changed our approach, we changed maybe target audience. But in the beginning, in 2016, our thought is to democratize the marketing and advertising industry. And what we noticed that for big giants or big spenders, every resource is available. They can invest in agencies, ad resources, any money. But for the rest of the market, options were unlimited. Mm-hmm. This is how we started, but it evolved during the time. Today we have an AI-powered optimization engine and also real-time fraud prevention suite. Business is going well. Mm-hmm. Of course, there are many challenges ahead of us, but it's going well, I can say that.
Great. So how many people in your company right now?
We are 65 people.
Wow. So is it like distributed team between San Francisco, Ankara, Istanbul, or?
Yes, correct, exactly. 50 of our team are based in Turkey, mm-hmm. Mainly Ankara. Our product and engineering team are based in Ankara because it's very convenient for us, honestly. We have an Istanbul office, 15 people, and the remaining of the people are mostly in US. We have office in London, Barcelona, Berlin, and Tel Aviv as well.
Wow, cool.
Yeah.
So what's so unique about Samurai that your customers couldn't find elsewhere?
Our main differentiation point is actually our transparency and our unique IP on fraud prevention side. Because last year, advertisers lost around $2 billion to fraudsters. And it's expected that in 3-4 years, this loss will be $50 billion. And we started to add fraud alarms to our main platform in 2017. And at some point, we noticed that there are more than 10 alarms, and we took that layer and created a separate platform called Intercepted, mm-hmm. Our real-time fraud prevention, and it's our unique value add with data and know-how. Our IP is improving on that side, and I'm really happy to see case studies against mm-hmm. giants, billion-dollar competitors, because we are beating them in terms of technical side.
Great. So, as we talk about technical side, you're not an engineer, right?
Sorry?
You are not an engineer, right?
Yes, I'm not an engineer.
So it basically means you are working with a great team of engineers and developers in order to serve a great product to your customers. So how did your team assemble, and how was your hiring process back in those days as the company started?
It's also evolving. Yeah, I'm not an engineer. I'm happy to have our technical co-founders, mm-hmm. Mehmet and Soner. We are friends since 2000 from college, and they are so powerful technically, and I'm trying to train myself, but I cannot create value add on this side a lot. But hiring process is also crucial. After you will scale to over 50 people, is crucial. What we are doing, actually, we onboarded our head of people, chief people, culture and happiness, when we were 30 people. So most of the big giants recommend to hire chief people around once you are 50 people, but we did it earlier, and I'm very happy to did that. And Emre Fadillioglu, our chief of people, he has also an engineering degree. He worked for gaming companies, Gram Games, and he has also Bay Area background. And I'm very happy to hire him, and he also helped us to evolve and improve our process of hiring. Some of the practices that we are applying, for instance, let's say we interviewed an engineer, potential team member. Let's say 3 or 4 of us interviewed. Even one of us will say no, it's a no for us. Everyone needs to say yes, and it's a best practice for us. Before that, it wasn't like that. Other than that, we are applying case studies during interviewing process. We are very sensitive about our culture because we believe that our unique culture, our samurai culture, is helping us to succeed. And even for the best talent, if it's not a good fit for our culture, we are not hiring. Of course, we are making mistakes sometimes, but especially last 12-18 months, we improved a lot in terms of hiring.
Okay, so what do you call your teammates, like samurais? Or?
Samurais.
Samurais.
Yeah, we call them samurais. Yeah,
great.
Yeah, we have dojo hours, for instance, for weekly training sessions. It can, when I say training, it shouldn't be from in industry training. It could be about chess. It could be about playing basketball or something else. So we have dojo hours. We have master samurais training. We have our unique language internally, and we call our team members samurais.
Hi friends, I'd like to tell you about something. You probably know how hard an app business can be. Publishers don't know what apps to build, how to monetize them, or even what to price them at. Advertisers and brands don't know where their target users are, how to reach them, or even how much they need to spend in order to do so. And investors are not sure which apps or genres are growing the quickest, and where users are really spending their time and money. At this point, my friends in Mobile Action have a solution for you. You don't have to guess. Make your decisions based on data. Mobile Action helps you to make your app a success story. Companies like Disney, Tencent, Shipt, and Let's Go use Mobile Action to better grow their apps with world-class data. Sign up to mobileaction.co and apply the promo code 415. Join over 200,000 people using Mobile Action today. And let's get back to this amazing episode. So let's talk about your latest funding round. So how things got evolved, and who did the round, and how things came up.
Fundraising is tough.
We all know, all people know this is podcast.
Key things from our round after Techstars, actually, we have been in Techstars program in 2017. One thing that we learned, and they Techstars team insisted, is weekly or monthly updates, not only to our investors, also potential investors. So from that time, once I met with any investor and potential investor, I was asking them whether it's okay or not to add them to our mailing list. So it's creating a continued conversation with potential investors. So when we started to communicate our round, our potential investors at that time, they knew about us. They had monthly updates, and nothing actually was a surprise for them.
There was actually, like, they've seen the process of the company over the months.
How you evolved, how you changed your approach, how you grow, or what's your challenges. And when I said updates, I was always asking about helps that we can get, and it's working. So one thing, it was very helpful. Second, our company is unique because we are cross-border. So app economy is cross-border, and we have customers all over the world from 52 countries. Even our most of our revenue was from US, around 32%. It's number one country. We struggled with US VCs because our R&D and product team in Turkey, it's not an outsource. It's in the culture. It's in the team. But especially for this round, I felt that from my communication with US VCs. On the other hand, we are incorporated in US, and it's another challenge for European VCs. So we are between Europe and US and Turkey, and it was a challenge for us. But thanks to 212 team, they led the round.
So did Numan or
I knew Numan, I guess, since 2012. We met in a startup weekend event.
Wow!
When I was in Oracle.
Wow!
I was mentoring him, and I knew him. But during the process, Ali managed the process, and he's our dedicated partner. And we were discussing with them since in detail since maybe May, April, and happy to have them. What I noticed is during the process, everyone has $1 million to co-invest. You
yes, everybody has that money, but nobody deploys it just because everyone's waiting for like a kind of magical moment to wait for an investor. Came up and say like, I'm going to put that company like 500K or $1 million, and everyone's going to be like jumping right in and say, yeah, we're going to invest. But what's important is like getting the first investor on the board.
Commitment, and second phase is actually having a lead investor. It's a funnel game. It's a sales game.
Can you please like say to the camera with loudly, like I want every entrepreneur to know this thing, just because everyone thinks that fundraising is kind of something that you're just talking with people and they're saying no, somebody is saying yes, and you're deploying money from who said yes. But it's not like that, right?
No. It's not 1-0 game, first of all. Second, it's not a financial process. It's a pure sales process. Of course, you need to have metrics. You need to have growth. That's for sure. But if you want to have a healthy fundraising process, you need to apply basic sales tactics like applying a CRM, pipeline, funnel, managing them, and sometimes getting a no doesn't mean a no. It can be a yes for the further round. So you need to keep that.
That's why they say this is not a good fit at this time.
It's very common.
What a cliche.
But once you communicate more than 100 people from VC industry, you can differentiate you can understand the difference between it's a no for today, but let's keep in touch, but also real interest for further rounds. So it's you can feel the difference. An entrepreneur feel the difference after having enough conversations with VCs. It's a complete funnel game, and after a certain point, you need to decide whether this VC, this partner, can create value add to my company. Do I want to be a partner with this VC and partner for the rest of my life in this company? So those are tough questions. It's not only about money, and I'm happy to have this great investors, 212 Collective, Spark, 500, and Deren Usulal in our round, honestly.
Yeah, great. So as you raise your money, I guess there's some upcoming process to the company. So are you planning to grow the team or opening a new offices, or what's the plan?
Actually, our approach, we will not scale to hundreds of people, first of all. Most of the people are asking. What we want to do is actually, if we can improve the output, increase the output that we are getting from each of our samurai, it's a scale as well. So today we are investing a lot to our training sessions, internal, external training sessions, and create a very well trained and ready samurais for coming competition. Second, of course, we are looking for talents, of course, but we are very selective, as I told you, and I'm very happy to get any candidates from anywhere in the world. So as I told you, we are working cross-border. App economy is huge. Except China, we are very open to discuss with any talent who think that she can contribute, she can create value to our company, because We have, for instance, in US, we have resources in San Francisco, Denver, New York. It doesn't matter because we can manage everything. Our target segment is open for Zoom communication or other tools for remote connection. So because of this, we are very well spread, except of course product and engineering. It's pure, our product and R&D team are all in Ankara.
Great. So is there anything that you wish you would know before you first start your company?
Yeah. We were looking at a photo from late 2016, five of us, five co-founders of Epsamurai, and I noticed that we had very happy faces, and those happy faces actually were the result of maybe ignorance or lack of knowledge about what's coming. So it was a very good question. But honestly, in the very beginning of Epsamurai, if I would know that fraud would be a huge problem, it would be great. Second, maybe other than user acquisition, publishers, advertisers are struggling with engagement. It's another huge problem, and I would be very happy if I would know this problem early on. But it's a journey. You know, it's good to learn things during this journey by talking with customers, getting their insights, interviewing them. But those two things, engagement and fraud problem, if I would know in the beginning, I think our growth would be faster than today, and maybe our moves would be different.
Great. So I have a question out of the business. So what do you think you would do if you were not became to be an entrepreneur? So what was like your path you were thinking about when you were in college, or how's like back in those days?
Yeah, it's actually those days was different because we didn't have it, especially in Turkey, we didn't have great maybe role models, and we didn't have established VCs. And in business school, mostly we were learning accounting, finance, audits, some marketing, but definitely not digital marketing, traditional marketing. And even at that time, I was trying to do something. So I wanted to be an entrepreneur at that time, but I wasn't that. I didn't have that courage to do that just after the college, and even that time, when I look back and think about the steps that I took, mostly I was happy, for instance, in my Interspace Turkey experience, because at that time I was in business development, and I was free to build new markets or talk with potential startups to acquire. So even that time, I was very happy to develop new business, work on merger and acquisitions. So if I didn't have a chance to be an entrepreneur, mostly I would be in business development or M&A type of business, I guess.
Great. So last but not least, what's next for you and Epsamurai?
Yeah, next steps, we have challenging goals for this year, of course, after fundraising. Experimenting is still a thing for us, because even if this is a Series A round, our industry is changing fastly. It's a very dynamic industry, and we are still experimenting. We are a product company, and we want to create new things. Maybe we just released our new MVP called Storyly. It's an engagement.
Yeah, I've seen that. You launched a product hunt, right?
Yes, and
How did it went through?
It was very good. Actually, Ryan launched his product at the same day. He was first, of course.
Yeah,
we came third.
You can't tell with Ryan at the same day.
But we came third. It was good. We got around 500 leads from product hunt, and cool. It was great. And we can feel that there's some product market fit for Storyly. But still, we are experimenting with customers. So hopefully this month we will be live with 10 applications all over the world. And what I loved about the processes after the launch, 4 or 5 apps integrated our SDK without asking anybody in the company. They just read the documentation, integrated the SDK, and then wrote us. So it was a great sign. So we will continue to experiment. We will try to dominate US market, and we will try to create difference and create awareness on fraud side, engagement side, and hopefully end of this year we will hit our revenue goals. But at the same time, I would like our products to continue to dominate and overcome our competitors in terms of technical side. Yeah.
Cool. I wish all the best for you and
Thank you,
Samurai. And that was a great chat. Thanks for coming to the pod.
Thank you very much, Ta. It's a pleasure.
Sure.
Again. You are doing well. You are hosting this podcast, and you had amazing guests.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thanks. And this is the end of the episode of 4 and 5 Stories. You can follow Emre on Twitter at EmreFA. And thanks for watching. See you on the next episode.